We recently had something stolen from us while staying at this BLM camping area. Not this site specifically, but one that we were staying at about a quarter mile up the road. And we got a lot of comments from you guys asking how we can stay in remote camping locations like this and then leave our trailer behind for hours, if not basically all day, exploring other areas and still feel that our trailer is safe, that it's secure. And this happening kind of brings all that to the forefront. And we're gonna touch on that later, but just know that what was stolen from us didn't have really any financial value to it, but unfortunately it did have a lot of sentimental value.
Yes, what was stolen from us was one of our dream catchers that I hang on the door. If you've watched any of our previous videos, especially our adventure videos, we typically highlight our dream catchers that we hang on the door. The one that was stolen from us was for March, which I made that one for St. Patrick's Day, so it was all greens and some yellows. It was really cute. I really liked it, actually. But now it's gone. And I made all of those by hand the month before we hit the road, which would have been in June 2017. And I made about 10 of them, I think. One for each holiday or each season. Sometimes they overlap, so that's why there's only 10. And I made those because I knew that us hitting the road and becoming full-time RVers, even if it was only for a short period of time, was us catching our dreams. You know, we got to try something new and we had the ability to do so. So that's why, like, our channel revolves around dream catchers. We call our followers dream catchers. Our logo has a dream catcher in it. I hang them on the door.
Yeah.
So the dream catcher has a lot of sentimental value. It means so much to us. And we create videos to show people out there that not only have we caught our dreams, but we were able to do it at a pretty young age. So we hope that our videos, even if your dream isn't full-timing or traveling at all, in some way inspire you to catch your dream, whether that means going back to school for something you really wanted to do, or maybe starting your own business, who knows? Maybe it's traveling to a different country, I don't know. Something like that. So having something like that stolen from us, just, I don't know, it just kind of like ruins your mood for the day or the week or the whole month that dream catcher was supposed to be up.
Yeah.
And it just kind of makes you feel like, I don't know, like personally attacked almost, just because it's something that meant so much to us. It was just a decoration though, so I don't know how upset I can be about it.
Yeah. Our solution to it though was to just get away from everyone that was near us at all. The nearest person was staying about 100 yards away from us, and they had come to our site because their kids were just kind of wandering around and wandered into our site, and so then the parents came to get their kids. And even though we don't really have any proof or any evidence, we do kind of think it was them that took it. We actually think it was their kids that took it. But without any evidence, we didn't really confront them on it. All we did say was we went up to their trailer and said, hey, if you see it, will you let us know? And we just described what it is, hoping that, you know, maybe they'd return it. But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So our solution to the problem then was just to head deeper into the BLM land and find a site that was even further away. We ended up taking our trailer down some off-road vehicle trails, and probably shouldn't have taken it down here because boy was it
It was a lot of fun.
yeah, let's just say Keystone did not design this trailer to be taken down roads like that. But we got so far away from everyone, and we're really deep in here, and we're just really secluded and hidden amongst all these Palo Verde trees. So no one really knows that we're back here anyway. We're basically 100 yards off of the off-road trail even that led back here. So we're pretty deep.
We always try and spin anything that's negative that happens to us in a positive light. So I can say that we have learned a lesson here. If losing something would make us sad or upset, we don't leave it out anymore unless it's locked up. So that means our dream catchers, when we're not here and overnight, we'll take it inside, lock it inside with us. But things that would be cumbersome to put away every night or every time we leave, we do leave out, but we leave them locked up. So our chairs, for instance, we lock to the rim of our tires with bike locks. Our generator is never left out unattended unless it's running, but then it's, attached to us, so so that's fine. Or if it's cooling off just after running. Otherwise, it is locked in the bed of our truck. However, if you use your generator all the time and you want to leave it out, I highly recommend chaining it to something, like the frame of your rig. Now, we do leave certain things unlocked outside, but it's only things that are completely worthless to us that we don't care if someone were to steal it from us. For example, our little end table that's outside is just plastic. It's probably $5 at Walmart. Our drying racks, we never secure those in any way because they're just plastic. You know, things that won't cost us much to replace that we wouldn't actually care if they went missing. That's all we leave unattended outside. Otherwise, everything is locked up or put away where no one can get to it. Right? Right? Especially you. Especially you.
Yeah. Now, this happening to us really brought to the forefront what we spoke about earlier, in that we get a ton of questions and comments from you guys asking, how can we leave our rig behind basically all day while we're out exploring other locations and still feel that it is safe and secure? Now, we made a video about a year ago on RV security, so I'm just going to touch on what we talked about in that video real quick and then talk about more things, updates to RV security that we plan on implementing to our trailer to further improve its security. So the first thing is that we have this hitch lock right here, and what it does is it basically locks up the receiver so that no one can just hook up to our trailer and tow it away. They would have to get through that lock first, and it looks pretty beefy, so we feel pretty secure having that on the front. The second thing is that we've got a full-blooded Rottweiler that is typically inside the trailer, left behind when we leave the trailer. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't know who in their right mind would break into a home or an RV that has this right here, a full-blooded Rottweiler, barking very angrily at them while they're snooping around outside. Sweetie's bark is, she barks at just about anyone that gets anywhere near the trailer, and trust me, it does not sound friendly at all. Another little RV security tip that we advise you do is always leave your storage bay doors locked. So, get into them, get what you need out of them, and then when you're done, lock them back up. It's just good practice so that you don't have to worry about, or you don't have to remember to check to make sure they're all locked before you either leave or go to sleep, because if these are left unlocked and you leave, they're just right for the taking. And then another tip is that if you have expensive, valuable items inside your rig, when you leave for an extended period of time, just take them with you. It's what we do. We take all our camera equipment with us, we take our drone, and we pack our laptops up, and we take those with us too. So then we know that if someone were to break into our rig, then there isn't anything valuable inside of it for them to steal. They could take, I don't know, my pillow and a toaster, I guess, but they wouldn't get any expensive electronics. Now, moving on to new RV security upgrades that we plan on implementing in the near future. The first one is that we're going to change these locks that are on our storage bay doors. This may come as a bit of a shock to some of you guys that own Keystone or Lance, Jayco, yeah, thank you, Forest River, all those big name RV companies that just pump a ton of these out. They all, frighteningly enough, use the exact same storage bay door key. Right on it, it says CH751, and they will open up any of these storage bay doors. Now, obviously this is mine, so of course it's gonna open it up, but scarily enough, I've tested this on some friends' rigs, and sure enough, they unlock them and open them right up. So we are swapping these locks out in the very near future so that we are the only ones that have the lock or the keys that will open the locks to our storage bay doors. We are going to be making a video on that, so watch for that. The next RV security upgrade that we're also going to be doing, and we're also going to make a video on, is the front door lock. We're going to be upgrading that to something else. We're not sure if it's going to be like a push button one where you put in a code, or just changing the lock on it to something more robust, because rumor has it that these front door keys, although they're different than the storage bay door keys, are also not unique. They aren't as, I guess, ubiquitous as the storage bay door key. They're all the same, but there is a chance that someone else has your key as well, and they can just try on a bunch of other ones. And possibly open up your front door. So we also want to make it so our front door key is completely unique, or it's a code that we can type in and only us know. These things will just add peace of mind when we're away. And the last security upgrade that we're going to do to our trailer is arguably the one that gives us the most peace of mind. And that is, we are going to be installing a solar powered camera, security camera, to the outside of our trailer that is going to look out at the front area of our trailer. That's probably going to be mounted somewhere up in this back corner so it can see the front door and have a good view of just that whole front area. And the camera that we're going to be going with is the Argus 2 by Reolink. We'll be posting a link to that, an Amazon link, so that you guys can check it out too if you're interested. And what's really cool about that camera is it can connect to a Wi-Fi signal. So we have Verizon hotspots that we would just leave on when we're gone and connect to the camera. And then while we're out, we can view what the camera is seeing from our cell phones. And what is the best part about it is that it is motion activated. So say someone walks in front of the path of that camera, it clicks on, starts recording, and sends a notification to your phone that it has noticed some motion. And then you just click that notification and you can see a live feed of what the camera is seeing and recording. It also saves the recorded video to an SD card that is on the camera, so that you don't have to worry about it being stored on your phone, which it also is. You can store those clips to your phone, but it will also save it to the SD card, and it automatically overrides the files on the SD card if the SD card fills up. So you don't have to worry about constantly taking the camera down, taking the SD card out, either moving all those clips somewhere else or deleting them. It'll just override them automatically. As I mentioned, the camera is solar powered. It comes with its own solar cell that you can mount anywhere. I think the cable that runs from the solar cell to the camera is about 15 feet. So you have a lot of options on where you want to mount the solar panel, as well as the camera that it is charging. And the battery that is in the camera is pretty big compared to the energy requirements of the camera. So I think they say online that it can last, the battery alone can last multiple weeks. If you don't have a reliable Wi-Fi signal that you can connect the Argus 2 to, they do make a camera that can connect to the cellular network. Now you may be thinking, well, why wouldn't you just go with that, the cellular network one? Wouldn't that be easier for you? And it would, however, unfortunately, right now, that camera, which is called the Reolink Go, can only connect to the T-Mobile network and the AT&T network here in the United States. We have Verizon, so we would prefer that it would be a Verizon plan, because you actually have to purchase a SIM card that has a plan that you then put into the camera, and it kind of has its own data requirements that it uses. So we decided to opt for the Argus 2 that we can connect to one of our Verizon hotspots that we already have. These security cameras by Reolink also make great home security cameras. You can buy multiple cameras so it can just watch all around the outside of your house, and you can also put them on the inside, which is a funny story. My brother actually has a security camera like this that he uses to monitor his cats while he's away at work, and that kind of gives Jenny and I a little bit of a laugh. But we are really excited about this security camera. We think it's going to give us a lot of peace of mind, knowing that there is something that is always watching while we're away that will send us a notification if it notices motion, and we can just watch that live feed when we're away. And if we see someone that is a potential intruder, we can immediately head back home and also notify the police so that maybe they can get there before we can. We're going to be making a video on the install of the Argus 2. That's going to be coming very soon. And also, like I said, there's going to be a link to that camera in the description below. It'll take you to Amazon, and if you're interested in it as well and make that purchase, it will help support the channel, which is a big help. Now, despite not having these security upgrades done to our RV yet, Jenny and I don't have any fear of leaving the trailer behind when we leave to go explore or head into town while it's out in these remote boondocking locations on BLM land or the National Forest. Now, we actually believe that you have a greater risk of having your trailer or RV broken into or having something stolen from you staying in the city in an RV park, just because there's more people around. And when there's more people around, you have a higher possibility of some of them being thieves. Now, when we're staying out here in these areas, we just feel that the majority of the people that come out here, they're just out here to have a good time. They're looking to enjoy nature too. They're out here camping and enjoying themselves. They're not coming miles and miles from the city looking for things to steal. That would just be insane, because odds are, first of all, they're not going to find anything, and second of all, if they do find a trailer out here, odds are it's probably occupied. So we don't have any fear leaving our trailer behind. We fully feel that it is safe and secure out here.
And to prove it, we're actually going to head into town right now. We have quite a few errands to run. We're going to be gone for about 3 or 4 hours, and like we mentioned before, we're taking all of our expensive equipment with us into town to make us feel a little bit safer. We are not going to be afraid about our RV getting broken into or anybody stealing anything, because we have secured it how we like to secure it.
So we'll catch you guys later.
Bye!